Length. The first dimension is length. Think of it as a perfectly straight line stretching infinitely in both directions. It has no thickness and no depth, only a single measurable quality, distance along that line. Mathematically, any position can be described with just one number, such as 5 units from the origin. This is like labeling spots along a number line. For visualization, imagine walking on a tightrope stretched across a canyon. You can only move forward or backward, never side to side or up or down. In this world, you are trapped in one direction of movement, pure length. This is the foundation for everything that follows. Width. When you add width, you get the second dimension. Instead of a line, you now have a plane, a flat surface that extends infinitely in length and width. Every point requires 2 numbers to describe, such as x and y. Shapes like squares, triangles, and circles exist here. For a real-world analogy, think of a sheet of paper. To find a location on the paper, you move across and up. This is 2-dimensional geometry, the kind used in maps, computer screens, and blueprints. While the paper has thickness in real life, when you draw on it, you treat it as flat, a 2D surface. Depth. Adding depth gives us the third dimension, the space we live in. Now, you need 3 numbers, x, y, z, to describe any point. Objects have volume, not just area. Cubes, pyramids, and spheres are examples of 3-dimensional forms. For visualization, think of a box. In 2D, you could only draw the outline of the box on paper. In 3D, you can open the box, place something inside, and measure how much space it occupies. Everything we interact with daily, cars, people, planets, exists in this 3-dimensional framework. Time. The 4th dimension is time. While we freely move through the 3 spatial dimensions, time flows in only one direction for us, forward. To fully describe an event, you need 4 numbers, its position in space plus the moment in time. Physics treats space and time together as spacetime. For example, if you say, "The train is at the station," that statement is incomplete unless you also specify when. The train might have left an hour ago. Einstein's relativity shows how space and time bend together. Massive objects like stars warp spacetime, slowing down time near them. Time is not a separate stage. It's part of the same dimensional fabric as length, width, and depth. Timelines. The 5th dimension introduces alternate timelines. In the 4th dimension, you move through one single line of events. But in the 5th, every possible choice, accident, or chance event creates a branching path. Imagine history as a tree. We are on one branch, but countless others stretch in different directions. For example, picture yourself at a crossroads. You can turn left or right. In the 4th dimension, you choose one. In the 5th, both possibilities exist. The 5th dimension contains every potential timeline that could unfold from the same starting universe. Realities. The 6th dimension goes beyond timelines to include different starting conditions. Imagine a completely separate universe that began differently from ours. Perhaps in that universe, the Big Bang spread matter unevenly, leading to galaxies arranged in unfamiliar patterns. Within that universe, there would still be countless branching timelines, just as in the 5th dimension. For analogy, think of a video game where you can change the rules at the very beginning. The landscape, characters, and outcomes would all change based on those new starting conditions. The 6th dimension is the complete set of all those universes with different initial setups, each with its own timeline tree. Worlds. The 7th dimension moves further into possibility. It contains worlds where even the laws of physics are different. Imagine a universe where gravity pushes things apart instead of pulling them together, or where light moves slower than sound. These aren't just different outcomes. They are different realities operating under new rulebooks. This is much harder to visualize. One way to imagine it is to think of how different our universe would be if one fundamental constant changed. For example, if the strength of the electromagnetic force were slightly different, atoms would not form the same way. Stars, planets, and life itself might never exist. In the seventh dimension, such alternate worlds are possible. Universes. The eighth dimension is the collection of all possible universes, regardless of their laws. While the seventh is limited to universes with altered physics, the eighth includes even those that defy our understanding of physics altogether. Some might not have matter, space, or time as we know them. This is sometimes compared to an infinite library. Every book in this library is a complete universe with its own rules, structures, and outcomes. Some books might resemble ours closely, others would be incomprehensible, but all are contained within the eighth dimension. Sets. The ninth dimension takes a step back to look at sets of universes themselves. Instead of considering one universe or the entire library, it organizes universes into collections. You could group universes that follow certain kinds of logic, universes that share similar structures, or universes that evolve in parallel. This is abstract, but you can compare it to organizing books in that infinite library. You could create sections, universes with gravity, universes with no time, universes with alien physical laws. The ninth dimension is the level where entire sets of universes are defined and compared. Infinity. The 10th dimension is the absolute infinity. It is the container of all possibilities. Every law, every starting condition, every timeline, every universe, and every set of universes is included here. Nothing lies beyond it because it is the sum total of existence itself. At this level, distinctions disappear. It is not about different universes or laws, but the fact that all possibilities are held together in one ultimate reality. In theoretical terms, the 10th dimension represents the final limit, an infinite canvas containing everything that can exist, has existed, or could ever exist.